Hello everybody, and welcome to this Truman Tech Break on Poll Everywhere Survey Response System. As you can see from your screen, I have pulled up the Poll Everywhere site, and that is just going to www.polleverywhere.com. And the nice thing about this audience participation software is it can be used in a variety of different ways. So it can be used not only in the classroom to survey your students to ensure maybe they did last night's reading assignment or that they are keeping up with some of the assignments that you have in class, but it can also be used in, say, a staff meeting or a variety of different ways as well, just for surveys. So let's take a look at Poll Everywhere. So within Poll Everywhere, I'm going to go to My Polls. And as you can see here, I already have quite a few of these already created. And you can see not only have I used them in conference days, in a workshop setting, but I have also used them in staff type meetings as well. So let me just take you into one that we have already used and show you an example of what a poll looks like. Now this first one here has some responses already included. So I will just pull that up and you can take a look at it. And you'll notice right now this is not an active survey, so I do not have it active for people to respond at this point, and I can tell that by going over here to the side and hovering my mouse over this icon. It will tell me whether or not the poll is active. But you can see that when we did this survey, people did answer my questions, and then I was able to share that as these questions come in, they appear directly for people to see as they're coming in on your screen in class or in your meeting. So you'll have that available for people to see. As you can see at this point, right now this poll is stopped, but I could start it for people to take it by clicking right here. And this will tell you I have an account set up. This is a free account. There are priced versions, but I have the free version, which allows you to have up to 40 responses coming in at the same time. And when the poll is active, then it tells people how they can respond directly to you. They will text their keyword to this particular number. So if this is their response, they text 189972 directly to this number, 37607. That 37607 is like a phone number. So they can use their smartphones. They don't have to have a smartphone. They can use just a regular phone. They can also use their laptops, or they can go directly to a website even from a phone. So there are a variety of ways that they can use Poll Everywhere to stay engaged in class and hopefully then be using their phones for the appropriate manner in class and even in a staff meeting as well. So that will help keep people engaged and paying more attention to what's happening. A couple of things to note within this particular polling question. These icons over here on the side, this first one allows you to change the visual settings. So if you don't like the navy blue, black, and white scheme, you can change that. And this just takes you in and allows you to see a variety of different things that you can do if you want. You can cover everything in red, which I would not recommend, but I'm going to go ahead and put it back in white. And if you decide you don't like any of this, any of these colors, you can always revert it back to what the default is within Poll Everywhere. Obviously, there are a variety of different things you can do here. With the font, you can change the title. You can change the bars around as well. So if you don't like the bar chart coming in on the side, you can make it a column chart, and it will show you what it looks like that way. So it gives you a variety of different things you can do within each polling question that you set up. So I'm going to go out of that. This here really, again, tells you that your poll, that you want to activate it so that people can be taking it. You can hide the chart. So if, for example, you are working and presenting and you feel that your chart or your question is a little bit distracting, You can go ahead and hide that so that people can't see the results coming in. Some people like the real-time results showing, so that everybody can kind of get a feel for how maybe other people are answering, especially if they're a little bit unsure of how they might respond. But sometimes it is nice to kind of pique their curiosity about how other people might respond by hiding the results and then displaying them after that's over. And then finally, of course, you can start and stop the poll. You can clear your poll results if you want those cleared and to have them answer again. So that is something you can do as well. And you can also, if you don't want this information here on the side, you can pop this full screen and allow that so that your poll is full screen for everybody to see. So just know that all of those things are possible. Now that we've taken a look at one polling question, let's take a look at how to go in and create polls. So we'll go back to my polling window here, and you'll notice I have some questions already set here, but I can create a new poll anytime I want by going up here to create poll. So today is very wintry outside, so let's just say, is your feeling about winter today? And I can leave that question open-ended, and these are my choices of how people would answer an open-ended. I could also do multiple choice, and I can change it from true, false, obviously, and say, I don't like winter. And I can add more. Which number 3 is my personal favorite. You can also put a clickable image in if you wanted to. Say if you were doing a chart or a graph and you wanted people to make a placement somewhere on that graph where you think their answer might best be represented, you could do that as well. So let me just go ahead now. I've created my polling question and I can say create. And so here is my question, and people could answer it again by texting on in here when the poll is active, which I don't have it active just yet. And they would text their answer of A, B, or C to this particular number. Or they could go on the website to pollev.com with my name and the number after that, and also give a response. So there I've created my polling question. If I go back now to the polls, here is that question. Notice it's ungrouped because I haven't placed it yet somewhere within one of my created grouped conferences. So now that I've created that question, I can group it if I would like by placing it somewhere within one of my other groups if I want, just by grabbing and dragging it. And I can find where I want to place that. If I want it at the beginning, I can move it around. So that's how to create a polling question. And then again, it's ungrouped until you move it into one of your groups. You can also create new groups. So I certainly encourage you to take some time to learn more about Poll Everywhere. You can do that in a couple of different ways on the Poll Everywhere site. If you go to Help, you'll find their frequently asked questions. And then also there is a user guide that you can take a look at that takes you through some of the very basic things that you'll want to know right up front when learning how to use Poll Everywhere. If you have additional questions, certainly don't hesitate to contact our office at the Learning Technologies office. The number here is 660-785-7750, or email us at ltt@truman.edu. Thank you.